Hello everybody. For those that care, prep's going pretty good. As you see, I'm looking pretty tired, leaning out nice and well. Energy in the morning is really good. Most of my carbs are loaded around training, just so I can get through training, and then as the day progresses, I take the carbs out. So as the afternoons go on, which I'm recording right now in the afternoon, I get pretty tired, but everything's going pretty well. I'm on pace for what I want, right? So today I want to talk to you about supplements and basically, are we getting what the labels say we're getting, right? So when you take your supplements and you buy them, off the shelves at GNC or your local market, or you buy them online or whatever, are you just taking for granted what's on those labels, that product that's good, says that's in there is actually in there? And I'll give you a little story. So for those that know, before I joined Mutant, I was with another company, and I'm going to leave their name off of this so they can't sue me or anything like that. So they reached out to me, which should have been a red flag to begin with, because I'm not a pro. Wasn't even competing as an amateur or anything like that. I guess they just liked some of my videos on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook or something like that. But they reached out to me. And they asked me if I would be a representative for them. So, I jumped at it. Even though I knew they had some history with their CEO, he was in some legal trouble for some stuff he did with a company before, adding some banned substances to some of their products, and he got caught, and he did some prison time. But, everybody gets a second chance, right? So, and again, it's my first opportunity, so I jumped at it. So I was pushing their products really hard. Out of like 5,000 representatives domestically and internationally, I think I made it up to like number 11. So 11 out of 5,000, or you'd say that, I'm pushing pretty hard for them. But I started noticing some inconsistencies in the labels, some inconsistencies in the products. Anybody that's ever taken pre-workout and, taking stuff like beta-alanine, that feeling that beta-alanine gives you. If you take it, you know exactly if it's in there or not, and I wasn't feeling it. Then just some things on the labels weren't adding up. So I went on our private social media page, and I posted it up for the other representatives to see. It got a little bit of traction, and of course the admins and moderators deleted it, right? Because they didn't want anybody else to see it. So that's when I jumped ship and I went to Mutant. Now, right now, they're the parent, or not the parent company, I guess the manufacturing company that this company's working with is under fire for, last year they went out and their quality control had caught that they had some contaminants, some harmful bacteria that got into some of the product. They did the right thing and contacted the FDA, told them that hey, we had some harmful bacteria get into our products and we're recalling these products. Here you go, FDA. Everything looks like, hey, they're doing the right thing, right? Well, it looks like they're doing the right thing. So they recalled some of the products. The FDA, later on wants to do a follow-up. They go do an inspection, find out that one, none of their SOPs changed, so they continued to do the same things that they were doing before. So they continued to push out products that were contaminated. When they did the recall, they only did a partial recall, so they left like 30 million units still out there with harmful bacteria in them, right? So it's the stuff that we're going to take and get sick. This is the manufacturing company, but it's still, the supplement company, they deal with these people, and they know it. And they know that they're shady because they're the types of people that they hold discounts every weekend, right? So if you're buying your products and there's a discount every weekend and no one else is providing those discounts, I would probably say that the quality of those products, they're not very good, right? So you want to choose supplements that that are third-party tested and not third-party tested by their buddies, right? Or that aren't third-party tested only one time, right? So you'll see some companies, they're going to put up, this is our third-party testing and here's the results. Okay, well that was batch number 1 and you're on batch 2000 right now, so are you still producing the same stuff, right? No, you want to be taking supplements that are under contract with like Informed Choice, right? So, you know, if you can look on your supplement container and it has an Informed Choice logo on there, then you know that that supplement is getting tested every single month to ensure that all the ingredients that say that are in there are in there. There's nothing that's added in there. There's no contaminants or anything like that. And if it has Informed Sport on there, then that means every single batch is tested, right? So these are the people that are all naturals, that have competitions, you know, Olympic athletes and stuff that get regularly tested, you know, throughout the year. So they have to make sure that they cannot take anything that's on the banned substance list. So they want to make sure that every batch that, you know, of the stuff they're taking is tested, right? So, you know, there's stuff like, you know, Mutant, obviously, you know, I always push them, but, you know, Optimum Nutrition, you know, some of the bigger ones, Lee Labrada Nutrition, see who else, First Form, you know, these companies, they're contracted to have their stuff tested at least once a month, right? So, and I personally know one of my good buddies works for Informed Choice, and he's told me some stories of, you know, some of the supplement companies that have tried to get around their testing protocols, and the Informed Choice drops them immediately, right? So, you know, they don't allow themselves to be bullied. It doesn't matter what your name is, you know. If you're a big-time bodybuilder or anything like that, professional Hall of Fame or anything, you know, they don't let you push them around. So, you know, look for that Informed Choice label on your supplements. Make sure that you're taking what you should be taking, because you don't want to harm yourself, right? You don't want to end up getting suspended, banned, you know, put on the wall of shame because you're taking something that you're not supposed to, and you know, go out there and keep hooking a jab and get your training on. So let's fucking go.